right, yes, people, welcome to the Real Talk Football TV Premier League debate show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Got 906, myself, Shaq. All right, season's over. Congratulations to Man City.
Yeah, congrats. They've done it.
It burns me,
football.
though. 906, It burns me to say congratulations. They're doing my head. It's a dynasty. But yeah, congratulations to Man City winning the treble. Let's talk about Man City's treble, 2023 treble. Man United's 1999 treble in this season. If you look at the two teams that were dominant, and you've kind of seen what Man City are doing now. That's what Man United were doing back in the late 90s, 2000s, really. And to do the treble, I know. It kills me to say it. But if you had to basically 1 minute, 906, I'll get in a bit of feedback. It's kind of echoing. 1 minute. I think that should be all right now. Yeah. So basically, if you're saying to yourself, all right, if you had to pick two, you have to pick a combined 11, or you have to say to yourself, all right, what team's better? 2023 Man City, 1999 Man United team. I'll go through the teams. I think Man United. I think you look at Man United's defense is strong. You can see why they got there. So you got Peter Schmeichel in goal, arguably the best goalkeeper in Premier League history. In my opinion, I think Ederson and Alisson are better. But what he's done,
Schmeichel was up to.
He was a beast. He was a beast. One-on-one.
You could say he won in most of the cups.
100%. He used to save him 10, 12 points a season. Pull out worldies. But yeah, Schmeichel in goal. They had Dennis Irwin, Ledge, Stam, Ronnie Johnson. Midfield was a bit iffy. I know I remember Roy Keane missed the final because he got that yellow card against Juventus in the semis. So they had Beckham and Butt, and they had Giggs and Jasper Bronfield. And then they had York and Cole up front.
No.
So you had Peter Schmeichel, Dennis Irwin, Stam, Ronnie Johnson, Butt and Beckham, two midfielders, wide players, Jasper Bronfist and Ryan Giggs, and York and Cole up front. And then you've got Ederson in goal, Stones, Diaz, Akanji, Ake, Gundogan, Rodri, KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, Silva, Jack Grealish, and Haaland. So if I look at that team, I don't know what formation you would play if you're doing a combined 11, but just started off first.
The 4-4-2, wouldn't you, to get York and Cole in?
York and Cole. And we don't play 4-4. No one plays 4-4-2. Hopefully that comes back because I think, you know what, one thing I don't like about football now, everybody tries to play the same way. And I think if you play, and I think 4-4-2 will come back one day. And I think if, say, Pep Guardiola plays 4-4-2 next season, you see everybody else playing 4-4-2. So everybody
playing it. Forrester played it.
Yeah, everyone plays 4-4-2. So saying that, I know eras are different, but I don't know how that might over one game. I can see Man United. Say if it's a final, if you're going as a final, I think that's a pick 'em. But if you're going over two legs, I think Man City give them that.
You're going over two legs, but also you're going in for what style of football and what style of reffing.
Yeah,
because when United won that, when United done the treble, there was a whole heap of bully boy tactics. United were just physical. Yeah, they had the skill to go with it, which made it a bonus. But they were just physical. Do you know what I mean? And if you wasn't physical, you're getting it. You know what I mean? If Roy Keane didn't see you going in there, breaking your legs and all them kind of thing, he's punching you up in the dressing room afterwards. Right. You had to be physical. Whereas the City team is more flair.
Yeah.
So, you know, like already there'd be like yellow cards and injuries within the first 15 minutes, depending on what style of football you're playing. If you're playing modern day football now, I don't think United will touch City because they'll be giving no free kicks and penalties. Do you know what I mean? With the quick passing and everything else, the style of football that they're playing. You look at United back then, and yeah, they're slaughtering people. They're rolling over people. People were afraid to go in for tackles.
But
the other thing is, were the teams harder to beat back then than what they are in this Premier League now. Well, this Man City, who did they play to win the treble? Who did Man United play to win? And were those teams kind of as good? But you know what I mean? United have got a slim chance of losing, whereas against City, teams are getting rolled over like lottery.
100%, and I think that's the question as well. The era they're playing in, what the teams were like. But saying that, Ninos, is if we're just going for a Liverpool perspective, where we're Liverpool supporters, we were shit. So you tell the best era.
You let me spit on your new laptop. Stop it.
The best era is the Klopp era in the Premier League. If you're talking about Premier League, because if you look at what we've done in the Premier League, couple of close finishes under Benitez and Rodgers, but
they sniffed it.
But nowhere near as say 2018 Liverpool. That's maybe the best Liverpool we've seen in the Premier League. Well, it is the best Liverpool team we've seen in the Premier League era because it won the league. So I think that has to come into play. I think the pitches are completely different. Everything's carpet. Going to Coventry away on a Tuesday night in December.
Right. Hill and gully on that pitch.
I'm telling you, wind hitting in your face, mud in your eyeball. You play, man's trying to break your shins. It's a madness. So it's hard to actually to kind of put it into perspective in the sense of putting the eras together and where we're going to play it in rare tear. I think you're right. I think if this Man United team played in this era, they get that work. I think they'll wipe the floor. I think Man City will wipe the floor of them.
Yeah.
But if they played in the era of 1999, they might get kicked out of the game. So they might lose. So it does come down to eras. But you could go down to players, though. If you look at the players. If we went player for player, if you look at, all right, Peter Schmeichel or Ederson?
Schmeichel.
I'll go Schmeichel. All right, Irwin or Stones? What formation? What formation are we playing in?
4-4-2.
Okay, 4-4-2, yeah?
Because that's what United would have played, wouldn't it?
Okay. All right, so you got Schmeichel, so that's one. Dennis Irwin goes in at fullback, yeah? Centre halves, Stam or Diaz? I'm taking Stam. Stam's a beast.
Stam.
All day long.
Legend. I was scared watching him.
Stam was a monster. So Stam. So, all right, so you got Peter Schmeichel, Irwin, Stam, Akanji, John Stones or Ronnie Johnson. Ronnie Johnson was decent, to be fair,
He was
decent. I think he's decent. I would mostly go Ronnie Johnson.
I don't know. I don't think he had the techniques that Stones is showing now, though.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Stones can play, and I think if you got Stones and Stam, that's a problem.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go Stones. All right, left back. Another fullback. They would have. So you got Irwin, Stam, Ronnie Johnson.
Weren't there Paul? Who's the black brother at the back?
Walker.
Paul.
Paul Parker.
Paul Parker, was he in that squad?
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Okay. Gary Neville. So Gary Neville.
Neville.
Yeah, Neville gets in. I think Neville gets in. So
yes,
Neville. But midfield, this is where I think Man City kind of wipe them. So if you're going 4-4-2, your two midfield players, personally, it's got to be De Bruyne and Gundogan. I think if Roy Keane was playing, I think Roy Keane, somehow you got to fit him in. I think you got to fit in Roy Keane.
Hold on.
Is Roy Keane better than Gundogan?
No.
All right, Roy don't make
it.
Roy don't make it. All right.
No, I think for skill, for flair, for finishing, for goals, you have to go for Gundogan.
All right, I hear you. I think Gundogan's maybe more easy on the eye, but Roy Keane weren't just a guy who could kick you; he could play as well.
I know he could play, but he couldn't finish.
Yeah, Gundogan gets big goals, massive.
He got a couple in, but
he gets massive
come on.
All right,
I'm putting him in.
All right, so you've got Gundogan, De Bruyne, two midfielders, yeah. All right, so wingers. I think Giggs has got to get in there. Giggs or Bernardo Silva. Oof. It depends what you want. Depends what you're looking for. It depends what you're looking for.
Yeah, if you're looking for that running on, man, and
direct play,
direct football,
Giggs all day,
direct business, you have to look in Giggs' corner. But again, for flair, for skill, for finesse,
and guile, the Fernando Silva's just that gifted left-sided winger, just got that little touches.
I'll go Silva.
Yeah, I'll go Silva as well. I'll go Silva.
I know Tobias is all throwing drinks at the screen right now.
Head loss. I'm telling you, he wish he was there. Big up Tobias. He's out the country, but yeah, I know he's head loss. It's going to be hilarious when he watches this. But yeah, I think I will go Bernardo Silva. All right, the other side. Jack Grealish or Jasper Bronfist. I didn't really rate Jasper Bronfist, to be fair, but I don't rate Jack Grealish.
I'm about to say who?
I don't rate Jack Grealish either.
You got a medal.
I don't rate Jack Grealish either. I think he's one of the most overrated footballers because he's English. And
he's English. He plays with a bit of skill and he can earn you a free kick, getting kicked up in the air.
I think I'll go Grealish by default.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you got 2 up front. So it's got to be one of the 3. So one of them's got to be York or Cole. Who would you take? Haaland's in. It's York or Cole.
It's for York, doesn't it?
Ben and Cole. Well, because Haaland plays like Cole, if you know what I mean. Ball over the top pace.
That's because he's a Trini. I know Cole was vicious.
I forgot about
I know Cole was vicious on that, but I don't know. With York, he just put a smile on my face when I see him on the ball.
He was good though. Yorkie was a baller though. Oh, he was bad. He could hold the ball up, score great year, great touch, bring players into play. I think York and Haaland would kind of complement each other. Cole's a beast, and maybe Cole's I don't know.
I might have to take it back at some stage soon, but I'm going to stick my neck out with Yorkie.
Yeah,
who scored more goals?
I think Cole got more goals.
Did he?
Yeah, Cole's what the 3rd or 4th highest top goal scorer in the Premier League history. Like the disrespect Andy Cole gets is a joke. But I think Haaland's got to be in it because I think Haaland's going to break every record.
Yeah,
going. I don't think he's the best striker I've seen. When I watch Haaland, I think yes, killer, and he's you know what it is. Haaland's an old school number 9. I'm so happy he's bring it back where he doesn't have to touch the ball a lot.
Yeah,
but give him a chance. He's a killer in front of goal. That's what I grew up on. Strikers who are just straight killers. You might not see them for like 90 minutes. One chance.
Yeah, seen them for a day.
Goal. That's what I'm saying. You forget they're playing, and then they get the winner. And that's how
that's true.
That's what I grew up on. But now it's like you've got to do everything. I want my striker staying up there. Make sure you get in the box and put the ball in the net. That's your job.
Goal hanging.
Just put the ball in the net.
Talking to the keeper.
100%. And I like that with Haaland. He's bringing it back. And I hopefully maybe kids will start being strikers because strikers is a dying breed right now, which is mad. How can no one want to put the ball in the net? That's crazy.
When you got your sort of like your Mark Hugheses, he didn't come across the halfway line.
Oh, mate.
Do you know what I mean? Them kind of players.
1906, I was talking to my daughter about football, and she was saying to me, I was teaching her how to volley the ball. And I was saying to her, this is how you volley the ball. And she said, how do you do it so good? I said, I used to watch Mark Hughes. The only Man United player I used to watch. Watch Mark Hughes. Any kids, YouTube, type in Mark Hughes volleys and half volleys. That's what the guy used to score. Great in the air as well, but volley galore. The man who scored volleys all over the place. I remember as a kid, this guy just scores worldies.
It's like, Beckham would practice his top bins, all of that. Mark Hughes and volleys.
Volleys, mate. Volleys.
Throwing them off that little bouncy thing like Soccer AM.
Bang.
Banging them for fun.
No, Mark Hughes.
Oh, lethal.
Mark Hughes is ledge. But yeah, I'll go York and I'll go Haaland. So that's even. So that's basically 50-50. If you look at it, if you're going 4-4-2, it's basically 50-50. But if you was in a final and both teams were in a final, I know it's hard to say what era. All right, we'll go with this era. A final.
In this era?
Final.
In this era?
Final.
In a final.
Not 2 legs. I think 2 legs, Man City beat them comfortably.
In a final, 1 leg. I don't know. I do look at United. I am looking in United's corner because of the flair they've got, the firepower they got, and the pace that they've got.
And you know what they've got as well, 1906? You know they've got off the bench Solskjaer and Sheringham. So when you remember back in the day when things didn't go wrong,
yeah. Super sub.
They were the key. They were more than the key because there was how many times that Man United were in a slump.
Yeah, there was our equivalent of Fairclough.
I'm telling you,
super sub. I'm telling you, you know when they come on, one of them's banging it in.
Them 2 clowns used to come off the bench. You'd be like, "Oh fuck it, here we go." You know they're gonna score and win the game.
Yeah, it's true. Hate them.
I'm telling you, they'll win the game. But yeah, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Who do you think would win? 1999 Man United or 2023 Man City? I'm going Man United over 1 game, and I think over 2 legs. I think Man City beat them comfortably. 1906. Who are you going over?
I think I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Over 1 game, I'll give it to United.
Yeah.
2 games, yeah.
Yeah.
City would do it. I think. Yeah. With the way they were pinging around the ball, they'd be just mesmerised, I think.
Yeah. 100%. All right, guys, we are Real Talk Football TV. We are out.